As a Black, lesbian, feminist, socialist, poet, mother of two, including one boy and member of an interracial couple, I simply do not believe that one aspect of myself can possibly profit from the oppression of another.
Racism in Germany, in Switzerland, in Europe must become an issue for white feminists because it affects your lives in it. And the fact that you are not people of color does not make you safe from the effects of it.
Born in Harlem in 1934 to Caribbean parents, Lorde was an intelligent young child. She attended a secondary school for the intellectually gifted students and graduated in 1951. While attending school, Lorde was involved in many poetry workshops and started writing her poems. Although she struggled with communication, she used poetry as a form of expression. Audre Lorde went on to become a poet and essayist. She is now a well-known African-American writer, feminist, womanist, and civil rights activist. She was a self-described Black, lesbian, mother, warrior, poet, who dedicated both her life and her creative work to addressing injustices of racism, sexism, classism, and homophobia. As a poet, she is best known for her technical mastery and emotional expression, as well as her poems that express anger and outrage at civil and social injustices she observed throughout her life. Lorde has a tremendous ability for explaining complex social structures concisely and poignantly.
I simply do not believe that one aspect of myself can possibly profit from the oppression of another part of my identity. I know that my people cannot possibly profit from the oppression of any other group which seeks the right to peaceful existence. Rather, we diminish ourselves by denying to others what we have shed blood to obtain for our children. And those children need to learn that they do not have to become like each other in order to work together for a future they will all share.
Lorde helped increase awareness of intersectionality across racial and ethnic lines. In fact, she is known for defining intersectionality within issues. In her theory, No Hierarchy of Oppression, she states that oppression and intolerance of difference comes in all shapes, sizes, color, and sexuality. She explains that being a member of one minority does not make you more oppressed than the other. Furthermore, she states that one part of a minority cannot benefit from the oppression of another.
I was born Black and a woman. I am trying to become the strongest person I can become, to live the life I have been given, and to help effect change toward a livable future for this earth and for my children. As a Black, lesbian, feminist, socialist, poet, mother of two, including one boy and member of an interracial couple, I usually find myself part of some group in which the majority defines me as deviant, difficult, inferior, or just plain wrong. From my membership in all of these groups, I have learned that oppression and the intolerance of difference come in all shapes and sizes and colors and sexualities, and that among those of us who share the goals of liberation and a workable future for our children, there can be no hierarchies of oppression.
Audre passed away at the age of 58 in 1992 due to breast cancer. During her battle with cancer, she continued to explore the depths of diverging individual identities. Lorde's work on feminism continues to be examined by scholars today. She did not just identify with one category, but she celebrated all parts of herself equally. She has received many awards, such as the American Book Award, Bill Whitehead Awards and the Lambda Literary Award. Her literary work includes several books, poems, and essays on different issues. As an expedition of her activism, many collectives and advocacy groups exist today. The Audre Lorde Project is an organization that advocates for the LGBTQ+ community by progressive nonviolent activism. Her legacy continues as we all celebrate her work. Audre Lorde, a warrior who makes her identity known.
I'm finishing this piece of my bargain. And what I mean by that is it doesn't matter how long it takes to finish it, I don't know. But that is the shape of where I am living and functioning. And that I'm going on to something else, the shape of which I have no idea. All the thing I know is it's going to be quite different. What I leave behind has a life of its own. I've said this about poetry. I've said it about children. Well, in a sense, I'm saying it about the very artifact of who I have been.